West Shore Home High School hopes, presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, brings us to the Cap 6 in the state's capital. It's the defending conference regular season champion Cardinal Gibbons Crusaders as they play host to the pride of Leesville Road. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Raleigh. Alongside Jay Sonhalter, Patrick Keene is here, and Jay moving into the hearts of conference season. Two big rivals, Gibbons and Leesville Road.
Yeah, and this game tonight is going to have a big say in this final stretch in the Cap 6. And for Leesville Road, they've played such a challenging schedule throughout the season. Get ready for January and February. And for Cardinal Gibbons, what a victory against Enloe earlier this week. High-flying victory, and this is a team that's playing up-tempo that can shoot the ball at a high level from the outside.
Gibbons comes in 8-5. They're 1-0 in league play. Leesville Road, a lot of tight losses, 4-8. Let's get to some of the key players we'll see in this contest tonight, Jay.
Yeah, a couple stars to watch tonight. Two of the best players in this state for Leesville, Hayes Oxendine, had 24 points against Broughton on Tuesday. He's a point guard. He can play the two as well. He has NBA range from the outside. He can break you down off the dribble and get to the hoop. Really quick player and a leader in this program. Over on the other side for Cardinal Gibbons, one of the top juniors in the state, Cash McSweeney. He's a post player, 6'8". He can step out beyond the three-point line and shoot it as well. He's being recruited. Really nice three-point touch. Dominant down in the paint area, and he's an enforcer on the defensive end. He's progressed so much throughout his time at Cardinal Gibbons.
All right, Jay, let's go to the keys to the game. Leesville Road has dropped 5 of 6, but all 5 of those losses within 10 points. They've been close. What do they need to do?
A couple focus areas for them are hitting the boards. Gibbons is a tall team. They've got to be physical and crash the boards, and then the pace of this game. They want to control the flow and make sure they slow it down. For the Crusaders, slowing down Oxendine, limiting his three-point looks, and then paint touches, getting the ball inside to McSweeney, and then letting him dictate whether they go all the way to the hoop or get it out in the perimeter with their shooters.
Last year, Cardinal Gibbons earned its first regular season conference title since they jumped to 4A. Tonight, they try to move to 2-0 and on top the Cap 6. It is Cardinal Gibbons and Leesville Road tip-off. It's coming up next. Ready for tip-off. West Shore Home High School hoops presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Patrick Keene, Jay Sonhalter. We are ready to go. Leesville Road and Cardinal Gibbons. Leesville in the base blue, Gibbons in the home whites, and right off the tip. And there's the first couple of points as Damon Phillips, a 5'10 junior, controls the tip. Pull-up foul line jumper and a turnover forced by Cardinal Gibbons. They're out of the gates, hot.
Yeah, they're going to play fast, and Phillips, one of the best three-point shooters in the area, shoots over 36% from beyond the three-point line. Good start for the Crusaders.
There are the starters presented by West Shore Home. Bringing happiness to every home. We'll watch Aiden Smalls, averaging almost 20 a game, and Cash McSweeney, number 15, stands 6'8", and he's lethal from basically all levels on the floor. He takes the deflected pass, battles through a double team, and travels. There's Luke McSweeney, 15 points, 8 boards over the course of this year. Cardinal Gibbons 8-5. They're the starters for Leesville Road, brought to you by West Shore Home. Bringing happiness to every home. Oxendine had the big game earlier in the week. That shot blocked from behind and loose and controlled by Cardinal Gibbons. Trey Jones driving in. Hangs in the air, tip up and in. There's McSweeney, the trailer, and it's 5-0 Gibbons.
Excellent hustle down the floor, getting out on the run. That's where they're at their best.
The kick out, 3 from Oxendine. Gets the pride on the board.
He is such a smooth shooter. Nice job there, getting the ball to Oxendine with a clean look.
A couple of early threes presented by the U.S. Navy, America's Navy, forged by the sea. 5-3 Gibbons. Aiden Small's first touch. And a kick out. That three-pointer a little short by McSweeney. Rebound to Leesville Road. Don't let the record fool you for the pride. 4-8, yes. All 8 losses have been within 10 points or less, and many within 1 possession or 2. And this is a rivalry game. This is a 3, a little fadeaway there by Smalls and a long offensive rebound by Gibbons.
Ron Turner with that board, one of the best rebounding guards in the state, getting his first board of the night.
McSweeney a little short, rebound tipped and controlled by Caden Drumgo. Russ Frazier in his 12th season on the sideline as the head coach for the Pride. 177 career wins with Leesville Road. 14-10 a year ago. And again, right now, early stages conference play 4-8. But they feel like they're on the verge. And a road win would be huge for the Pride. A little short jumper by Baker, and the reload is long. And Cardinal Gibbons up the floor, up by 2. McSweeney attacks on the one-on-one. Goes opposite of the three-point line, and that three-pointer a little long by Damon Phillips. And it will go the other way. Leesville Road basketball.
Well, Leesville Road, the focus area for Russ Frazier and his team was being physical and boxing out. Nice job there. They're getting possession, but they've been physical to start off this game.
Over Frazier's entire head coaching career for Leesville Road, only 1 year have they finished under 500. That was 2 years ago. A little work to do at 4-8 at this stage, but still plenty of time. Deflected pass. Here's a breakaway for Gibbons and Ronnie Turner.
Ron Turner just making plays all over the floor.
7-3 Gibbons, and that is a foul down low to be charged against Cardinal Gibbons. So Phillips with the block. And there is Brent Nolan, head coach for Cardinal Gibbons. Grew up out in Pasadena, California. His parents moved out here to the Triangle for business opportunities when he was out in elementary school. And he's a Gibbons grad back in 2005. Switching hands nicely, and the finish with the left by Carter Sperry.
And Sperry, nice take there. And from Brent Nolan, just loved this team and how hard they play. And this is a group that's had such a great season, and really here on this stretch run of the season, expecting big things out of his club.
Ball deflected into the backcourt, no violation. Gibbons basketball up by 2. Ronnie Turner, Aiden Smalls. Oh, look at those moves. Lost the dribble though off his leg, out of bounds. He's quick, and he's improved a lot from last year when he still was one of the stars as a true freshman for Gibbons. But one of the top football players in the state. They rotated around. Goldston. And the rebound claimed by Turner for Gibbons.
Well, good shot. Ball movement there, finding an open look for Leesville.
Phillips had the ball poked away, and there's Sperry with a takeaway. You can already see with Sperry, number 40 for Leesville Road. Hard worker, blue collar, big body, but he'll get to the glass, and he'll help to defend on some traps on the side. And there's a 3 that's left short by Baker. And here's Aiden Smalls, great athlete, hangs, wanted a foul, didn't get it. And now a run-out opportunity for Baker and Leesville Road. And gets past the swat attempt at Phillips to draw the Pride even.
For the Pride, their defense leading to offense. You get the turnover, quickly look up. Goldston was on a sprint.
Seven tie. Smalls, the top scorer on Cardinal Gibbons. There is his first points of the game. Kind of fall away 3 off the deep wing.
A natural shot, and the ball reversal to get Smalls a look, and talked about him, a prospect on the football field and on the basketball court.
2 threes in the opening quarter now for Gibbons, both presented by the U.S. Navy, America's Navy, forged by the sea. Sperry, pocket picked from behind, but saved by his teammate as Goldston came out of there with it.
Ron Turner almost was able to create a steal there. Nice job getting his hands in there.
Drew the big defender out, drives, and then dishes for the bucket from Drumgo. Good work by Sperry to set it up.
Excellent look there by Sperry to get it in an open area for Drumgo, who's really coming along here. And Sperry, he'll play down low. He can bring the ball up the court as well. Really good handles for the big man.
And a loose, tied shoe draws us to our first timeout. Aiden Smalls' first bucket of the night. Gibbons up 1, late state his opening quarter. (10-9) lead for Cardinal Gibbons. Under 3 minutes to play, opening quarter. Cardinal Gibbons cheerleading squad over 30 strong as they sit in the bleachers at this end of the floor. Beautiful Friday nights. Glad you were with us. Gibbons up 1, 10-9. A couple of early threes by Cardinal Gibbons. One by Smalls, one by Phillips. This is Phillips. McSweeney looks opposite. We get a whistle and a foul charge against Aiden Smalls. second on Gibbons. And here's Leesville Road up the floor. Wild spin, little flip. And Leesville Road looking for its first lead of the night.
Quick passes from Leesville here, putting pressure on the Gibbons defense.
Baker wants a screen, he gets it. Now he'll drive, jump a pass to the corner, and Leesville Road reset it again. And there's a whistle, and it looks like a foul before a potential travel. This will go against Cardinal Gibbons.
As Leesville Road was moving the ball around the perimeter. Nice job from Oxendine, recognizing, hey, I've got a little space to create, try to get to the rim. If not, I'll get contact to get the foul.
Trey Jones called for the foul. High arcing three missed by Oxendine. Weak side rebound to McSweeney. Gibbons does like to push the tempo. Smalls does have that kind of range. He'll defer on that. And Phillips, the block on the side against Arnav Shaw of Leesville Road.
And I love the sets that Brent Nolan is running for his team right now in the half court, spacing the floor with the ball movement, the picks, the rolls, and everybody getting touches. We'll see how everyone's spread here. Nice job by Phillips just trying to move around, get the foul.
2 minutes left, opening quarter. Smalls off the dribble. Pull-up jumper short, and readjusted in midair, and the rebound to Oxendine. Quickly up ahead. Brandon Gross tied up. Smalls got in there and forced a jump ball.
Patrick, this is kind of what we forecasted going into this ball game, a conference rivalry. This game meaning so much to each program, and Rush Frazier has been through these battles in the Cap 6. Same with Brent Nolan, and they expected this to be a very competitive game.
There's Baker and a long. And there's some contact. Jones got underneath Gross as he was trying to get his hands on that offensive rebound. And Jones called for another foul. That's 2 quick ones on him. 1:45 for the quarter. Jacob Wayand on the floor, number 5, replacing Jones, who sits with 2 fouls. It's interesting, Brent Nolan, he's a guy you've actually known for a long time, both kind of independently moving from California here to the Triangle. With Smalls the takeaway and the breakaway for a 3-point lead.
Just a phenomenal basketball coach, but an even better person off the floor that cares so much about Cardinal Gibbons, this team, and the development of his players, and such a great role model for his squad.
Smalls feeling it now. A little bit short with a 3. And now Leesville Road wants to get out and run. Smalls is in the air. Oxendine, ball fake on Smalls. We'll watch this matchup all night. Traffic for Gross to work around. Now there's an Oxendine 3. That's good. And Leesville Road is drawn even again. Second 3 of this quarter by Oxendine. Brought to you by the U.S. Navy, America's Navy, forged by the sea.
And even when Oxendine is covered, he can still kind of create space with his moves. Had an open look for the 3.
And McSweeney got hemmed in, double teamed. He was beneath the backboard and near the end line and was still able to kind of lean back and get himself an opportunity to get to the rim, but he was fouled by Leesville Road.
Wayand getting the entry pass inside to McSweeney. He was set up, and good things happens for the Crusaders when they get the ball to him, and then he can decide whether to attack or dish it out. He's such a talented, versatile big man, really good passer, and looks for his teammates.
First free throws of the game. These are brought to you by NC 529. It's never too late or too early to start saving for education. Gibbons has either led or been tied this entire quarter. Up by 2 with 42 seconds left. 4 points for McSweeney. And Ryan Brannon is in. Phillips is out. And Cardinal Gibbons will man up full court. Trying to deny the entry to Oxendine, but he's fouled about 85 feet away by Brannon, who just came into the game. 4th Gibbons foul of the quarter. And now Oxendine switches things up and he triggers it in. Goldston races it up the floor. Shaw got the defender in the air, then stuffed straight down by McSweeney. Here comes Hayden Smalls on a 2-on-1. Rising up and got hammered hard by Oxendine on the way up.
I love how hard each team is playing, and this is clean. Each side going at it. Competitive, and now on the fast break for Gibbons. Smalls going up. Hard foul, clean. Going for the ball.
Smalls to the foul line for Cardinal Gibbons. 6 points in the first quarter now for Smalls. One more from the NC 529 free throw line. 3-point lead for Gibbons. 28 seconds left first quarter. But he's so impressed with just the pure athleticism for Aiden Smalls. We saw him on the basketball court last year. Saw him during his sophomore year as a football player a couple of months ago. Just continues to grow as an athlete and as a leader. Another one blocked by McSweeney, but a foul on Cardinal Gibbons. And it's going to go against Smalls.
And as Devin Goldston goes up, getting physical, there's the contact. And talk about on the football field, the Goldston brothers, wide receiver and quarterback, who we covered for Leesville Road. Talented brothers there, and you just love to see guys playing multiple sports. Also for Leesville Road, Braden Rivenbark, another football player who's unfortunately got hurt in the game we covered, but he's on the sideline supporting his teammates. And for Cardinal Gibbons, Chet Yardley, another football player. So great to see these guys well-dimensioned.
Goldston misses a pair from the line. Should be the final offensive set here for Cardinal Gibbons. 8 seconds to go, up by 3. Small shakes, drives, gets to the home, shot blocked from behind, tipped down and good by McSweeney as the first quarter ticks out. Cash McSweeney, a couple of big blocks in this first quarter at the defensive end, and 6 points as he again trails the field, tips in the miss by Smalls right at the horn. Biggest lead of the night at the end of the opening quarter. Cardinal Gibbons 17, Leesville 12. Gibbons up 5 on Leesville Road, ready to begin the second quarter of our West Shore Home High School Hoops Friday night game of the week, presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Cass McSweeney, center of his screen, number 15, 6 points in the opening quarter, along with Aiden Smalls. Oxendine, a couple of threes for Leesville Road, who did not lead in that first quarter, trailed by as many as 5 a couple of times. They will defend as the second quarter gets underway. Gibbons basketball.
Here's a different look on the defensive end. The zone pays off for the Pride.
Turns him over. Baker up the floor for the Pride. Aiden Smalls begins the second quarter on the bench for Cardinal Gibbons.
And I like the look there. Russ Frazier changing up the defensive scheme coming out of the timeout break.
Oh, how about that penetration? Left-handed pass by Drumgo, number 12. Sperry against McSweeney. Tough pass, batted down by Baker. And one of the more patient offensive sets. Here's Drumgo again. He likes that left hand. Oh, tough finish. Won't go. McSweeney into the rebound for Cardinal Gibbons. Baseline drive, the kick out. McSweeney, a long Euro step shot blocked by Drumgo with the left hand. Might have gotten him with the lower body. Boy, athleticism oozing from Drumgo as you watch him just kind of slither around the court the last up and down sequence.
Russ Frazier just talked about the impact he's made this season on the defensive end. He is so athletic, perfectly timed, just got a little bit of that arm of McSweeney, but he's an enforcer in the paint.
One more free throw coming up at the NC 529 free throw line. Never too early or too late to start serving for a saving for education. Gibbons by 5. And McSweeney bangs down the back end. Smalls is back in, replacing Turner for the Crusaders. Now operating with their biggest lead. And Gibbons, his full court man-to-man has been pretty effective. He's got to show it and then retreat quickly into their half-court man. Sperry down the lane. McSweeney interfered with it. Another strip and a steal by Aiden Smalls. Tough threaded bounce pass. Brannon goes opposite as Smalls, darting in. 3 defenders around him, and they got banged hard to the ground, and a foul on Leesville Road. Didn't look like there was a whole lot there for Aiden Smalls to navigate through, but he did get through and draws the second foul on Drumgo.
He is so quick, and that's the football toughness. And Smalls, just relentless, aggressive, and physical. And you can see just that quick first step, Patrick, and how he can get around a defender and how it creates so much problems for a defense.
And now some problems for the Pride. We've already seen the impact that Drumgo can have on the defensive end. 2 quick fouls on him. Looks like, however, he will stay on the floor for now. Smalls makes the first of 2.
He's such an excellent shot blocker, and Russ Frazier having confidence in him to stay in the game, and they need him, that presence with McSweeney.
1 of 2 for Smalls. Drumgo rips apart the rebound. Gibbons on a 7-0 run. This was 12-12 late first quarter. Sperry gets it away to Goldston. Shaking in on Wayan. Sperry tries to get around and a little strong with the left hand. Past Trey Jones. Offensive rebound. Drum goes right there with it. The second crack now for Leesville Road. Important offensive possession here for the Pride. Again, they've seen a lot of close games, but most of them have ended in losses as Drumgo can't finish from short range. Numbers now for the Crusaders. Way in, out of the corner, in and out. Ready for the Pride right now. You don't want to fall behind 9-10 points on the road. Critical offensive possessions here to try and knife down this deficit.
Kier Baker was looking for the fast break. A really good job, though. They tried to push the tempo. Gibbons got back. They pulled it out to run their half-court offense.
Goldston, a little hesitation moving the baseline. Ball tipped away. Kept alive by the Pride. Oxendine working hard. Can't get free. A tip and a breakaway layup put in by Jacob Wyan, and now the biggest lead of the game for Gibbons. They're +9.
Well, excellent work by Wyan, and Brent Nolan is a mastermind. His defense, this scheme they're running, physical, man-to-man, getting in the way, and they've been really good in Oxendine, though. If he has a crease, Patrick, he's going to shoot it from the outside.
That was one of the few times the last few possessions we've seen the Pride effectively use kind of a perimeter screen to free up Oxendine. Otherwise, he's been hemmed in by Ryan Brand in the last few possessions. McSweeney for 3, can't answer. And the rebound to Drumgo.
And the Pride go back to their zone defense. It pays off on that possession. Just a different look.
Oxendine, will 2 be 2 in a row? No. Forward to McSweeney. Quick outlet, snaps ahead to Smalls. Looks to the baseline, and Brandon gives it up. Ball knocked loose, Jones recovers and gets fouled. Gibbons back to the foul line.
Trey Jones, little head fake, takes it in, and throughout kind of the traffic there, is able to maintain his balance to get to the line.
4-2 in his break for Cardinal Gibbons. What was almost another takeaway by Leesville Road. First free throw made. Big disparity we've seen already with the aggression on the offensive side for Cardinal Gibbons. They've outshot Leesville Road from the foul line 9 attempts to 2 so far, and 1 more coming. Jones makes a pair, his first 2 points of the night. 23-15 Gibbons. Phillips is back in, replacing Jones. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Here's Oxendine, 3 threes the first half. And Drumgo got fouled on the perimeter by Ronnie Turner.
Turner, defensive star there against Drumgo, battling for position. Turner does so much for this Gibbons team. One of the leaders, and he's a college prospect.
DeAndre Golson, quarterback, the football team for the Pride, wearing number 11. Oxendine, a little long with that 3, long rebound, tipped, loose on the deck, grabbed back by Oxendine, scoops it in with the right hand. Loose ball opportunity for the Pride. They got the deficit back to 6.
He's a special talent, and a nice job getting a look there and just creating something.
23-17, deep 3, Smalls, yes. Aiden Smalls with the 3. Quickly the other way, Drumgo blocked from behind somehow by McSweeney. Drumgo late to get up. Gibbons the other way. Pulling across the lane, dropping it in is Ryan Brannon. And momentum with a capital M right now for Gibbons, up 11.
East side going back and forth, making plays.
Well, that was just a questionable 3-point attempt right there. Gibbons the other way. Smalls, little shorts. Offensive board, Brannon. Wise move to kick out. Turner, yes! Gibbons by 14. Timeout, Leesville Road. An 8-point uppercut landing by Gibbons in the last minute and a half.
They can turn it on in those extra effort plays, getting the loose balls, the blocks, turning it into offense. Cardinal Gibbons is on fire.
31-17, Gibbons. Late second quarter from Raleigh. Tonight's Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Tatum and Atkinson. If you're injured in a car wreck, call the heavy hitters. Gibbons has hit Leesville Road with an 8 spot inside the last couple of minutes. A couple of threes, a big block by McSweeney, and now the Crusaders enjoying their largest lead of the game, 31-17. Jay, how important are these last 3 minutes for Leesville Road?
Well, it's huge to cut into this lead, gain some momentum, and now, Russ Frazier, during that timeout break, message the team is, all right, now it's time for us to go on a run of our own.
Drumgo nearly lost it. Frankly, most of the offense in this game for Leesville Road has come from Oxendine, and he's down on the floor right now. Tough shot and a very hard finish there for Leesville Road, and Gary Baker, he has 4 points.
Baker is a talented creator, and a nice job there, just finding space to operate and going towards the hoop, putting pressure on the defense.
Dribble handoff to Smalls, who has knocked down a couple of threes in this first half. Retreats against the defender, Colin Henderson. McSweeney's been tough to stop, even with 2 or 3 defenders on him. He's called for the offensive foul. That is about the only thing that can slow him down so far tonight. 7 points unofficially, 3 blocked shots, about a half a dozen rebounds.
And Arnav Shah, number 10, you're helping along with Baker on the defensive effort, and that's how Leesville's going to get back here, cutting in this lead. It starts on the defensive end. Nice job. Limit the touches there, McSweeney. Now go back to offense.
Oxendine is now sub back onto the floor for the Pride. He's on the other side of the floor. Number 5, ball's now in and off of his fingertips, and a steal by Cardinal Gibbons. Tough bounce pass for Smalls to handle. Kind of rips it away. And a timeout taken by Gibbons before they nearly lost control of that possession. Wise call there by Brent Nolan and the Crusader staff. Minute 57 to go in the first half. Gibbons by 12.
Yeah, good job there. Get the timeout, bring your team over to the sideline. Russ Frazier with his board there, drawing up his schemes. And he's been through so many battles in the Cap 6, Patrick, and he's the athletic director at Leesville, so respected in this state and what he's been able to do building up his program.
A reminder, stay tuned for the U.S. Army High School Hoops halftime report. Jay and I will have the first half highlights, a whole lot more. The United States Army, be all you can be. As a matter of fact, Russ Frazier was near our broadcast position before his team came onto the floor for warm-ups. He wanted to try on your headset. I said, hey, be my guest. Jay won't mind. He's like, I've never done it before. I don't think it would matter. And a 3 for Damon Phillips out of the corner for Cardinal Gibbons. And Cardinal Gibbons now 5 threes in this first half.
I have no doubt Russ Frazier and Brent Nolan would be great. They're outstanding communicators, great coaches. I think they'd be great on the air as well.
Another U.S. Navy three-pointer, the United States Navy, America's Navy, forged by the sea. Foul on Gibbons with 1:34 to play. Biggest lead of the night, 15 for the Crusaders.
And for Gibbons, this is a deep team and a young team as well, layered with freshmen, sophomores, underclassmen, along with the veterans. This is a group that Brent Nolan has built that's going to be really good this year, but in the future, same thing in the pipeline.
Jay, 11 of the 19 for the Pride from Oxendine. Where else do they get more scoring punch to claw back into this one?
Yeah, Arnav Shah, he's the second leading scorer at 10 points per game. He's got to continue to get looks, and with Drumgo there, I think you've got to play through the paint area as well. Those guys really have to get touches, and I think anything you can do on the fast break, that's where they've got to make their mark.
Yeah, but McSweeney is just such a tough matchup for Cardinal Gibbons there. He's looking for the assist. The shot by Jones blocked out of bounds. Stays with Gibbons, but on the defensive end, McSweeney, we've seen his impact with his length, shot blocking ability without fouling, rebounding, and on the offensive side, I mean, he's everywhere. Makes a leap and catch that inbounds, but we've seen him from the three-point line. We've seen him put it on the ball on the deck, And we've seen him on the blocks. Lean-in jumper missed. Drumgo the rebound and the stick back.
Drumgo averages 12 a game, and now he's coming on here. 2 possessions, 2 buckets.
Minute left, first half. Cardinal Gibbons by 11. Smalls dumps it to McSweeney. Power move, McSweeney able to bank it home.
Aiden Smalls so good at breaking down the defense. He gets a defender in his face, dish it off to McSweeney. Drumgo very wise just to go up and don't get that 3rd foul.
Here's Drumgo. Fade away with the left hand, no, and the rebound knocked out of the hands of McSweeney. I believe it's just out of bounds to Gibbons. Could have easily called a foul on DeAndre Goldston, but they elected not to. So Gibbons ball, 43 seconds left in the half, up by 13. Leesville sticking in man-to-man. Here's Trey Jones wheeling on the baseline. Man, that is tough. Trey Jones, just a sophomore at 6'6". Future very bright for Gibbons with McSweeney, 6'8" junior, Smalls, the sophomore. Trey Jones showing off some pretty good skills too.
He is versatile, good, and he's young.
Goldston long with the 3. Jones taps the rebound out toward midcourt, grabbed by Goldston, and he stands on the sideline. He gives it back to the Crusaders with 9 seconds left. This has been a rough second quarter for Leesville Road. They've given up 21 points in this quarter. And they're also giving up the final shot here. Aiden Smalls. Over half court with 5 seconds. Fade away. Oh, look out. Off glass, no. Rebound to the Pride, and that's it for the first half. And Cardinal Gibbons in control. Aiden Smalls has 10. McSweeney has 9. And Gibbons raining down offense from all angles on the floor. And at the break, Cardinal Gibbons trying to get to 2-0 in the Cavs 6. Up 15 on their rival Leesville Road, 38-23. U.S. Army halftime show coming up next.
You're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops Halftime Report. The United States Army, be all you can be. And now it's time for the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Tatum and Atkinson is proud to present the WRDC Sports High School Hoops Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week. From Leesville High School, the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Arnav Shaw. Arnav is a varsity basketball standout, an AP Scholar, a member of National Honor Society, and carries a 4.25 GPA. Arnav volunteers for the food bank and highway cleanup efforts and is the Krob Hunger Walk Assistant Treasurer. From Cardinal Gibbons High School, the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Sydney Kalish. Sydney is a tennis team standout, a junior marshal, president of the Mental Health Club, and carries a 4.99 GPA. Sydney is the program coordinator for Cardinal Gibbons Vocal Ensemble, a reporter for the school newspaper, and volunteers for the YMCA, Brookdale Retirement Community, and Beginning and Beyond Daycare. Sydney was honored with the Cardinal Gibbons Tennis Team Scholar Athlete Award and Crusader Award.
This All-Star is now entered for a $3,000 scholarship at the end of the season. Congratulations to our Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Tatum and Atkinson, injured in a wreck, call the heavy hitters.
You're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops Halftime Report. The United States Army, be all you can be.
Welcome back to our U.S. Army Halftime Show. I'm Trisha Williamson, and I have Major Ashley Shepard with us. Thank you so much for being our halftime sponsor, Major.
Thank you for having me, Trisha.
Why does the Army like to be involved in the high school community?
Really for outreach. Post-COVID, people really weren't exposed to the military that much, so this really gives us an opportunity to not only tutor and provide mentorship, but really expose ourselves to the community and teach people what the Army has to offer. They have bonuses depending on what military occupation specialty you decide on. There are school loan repayment options. There's scholarship opportunities. So really there's just a lot of different opportunities the Army has for everyone, really.
And what did you do before you joined the Army?
I actually joined the Army straight out of high school. I had a 4-year Army ROTC scholarship. They paid for all 4 years of my schooling, and then I commissioned after school.
If somebody wants to learn more about the Army, where would they go?
They can go to their local recruiting office or go to goarmy.com and get all the information they need.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more of our U.S. Army Halftime Show right after this.
There's our halftime score. Gibbons up on Leesville Road 38-23. A reminder that you're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops halftime report. The United States Army, be all that you can be. Good crowd on this cool and breezy Friday night in the Triangle. Patrick Keenis, Jay Sohnhalter with you. And it's just the second game of the conference season, but the conference season begins and ends within 6 weeks. Jay, all these games are really, really important. And Gibbons up 15, trying to go to 2-0 as we take a look at the first half highlights.
Yeah, you're right. This is a talented league and two of the best here tonight. We're getting a show from, and Cardinal Gibbons coming out here on fire. First possession of the game from the outside. And Patrick, their defense was so good in this first half. Led to a Ron Turner bucket there, and Aiden Smalls was able to break down the defense, get to the hoop, dish the ball to the outside, and Cash McSweeney and his presence was felt as well. But the spacing, along with the shooting, was really the difference in the first half.
7 of the 8 who played in the first half for Gibbons scored. He talked about the balance. Smalls had 10, McSweeney had 9. Meanwhile, finding scoring options for the Pride was tough when you go beyond Hayes Oxendine, who had a very nice first half with 11.
He was lighting it up from the outside, and they've just got to continue to get him looks, along with others getting involved. But I was impressed with the ball movement by the Pride in the first half. It was just kind of one of those situations where Gibbons created some turnovers, a couple missed shots on some good looks. For the Pride, though, they hope they'll knock those down in the second half.
There's the only 2-point shot there from Oxendine. First half stats, there's the 5 of 10 Gibbons from the three-point line and 10 free throw attempts versus 2.
Yeah, I think for the Pride, cut down on the turnovers and then try to get to the line and then hope that you'll just get hot from the outside. And for the Crusaders, continue on the same pace, play up-tempo, and rely on your outstanding defense.
38-23, the halftime score. Gibbons up by 15. Third quarter from Raleigh is coming up next. Second half, moments away from beginning. Leesville Road trailing by 15. Russ Frazier in the middle of his huddle right there. Jay, let's revisit some of the keys to the game from the outset. What Leesville needed to do versus what they have failed to accomplish so far through the first 16 minutes.
Yeah, for the Pride, it was about crashing the boards and the pace. And I think pretty good job being physical and doing well on the boards. The pace, though, they want to slow it down and limit the fast break opportunities. And for Cardinal Gibbons, slowing down Oxendine, he got his, but they've played tough defense on him, and then the paint touches. They've excelled at getting the ball inside.
All right, so Leesville Road basketball to begin the third quarter. And there's a hold against Trey Jones. That's 3 fouls now on Jones for Gibbons.
Patrick, very important for the Pride to come out here the first 3 minutes to really cut into this lead and play good ball here and gain some momentum out of the halftime break.
I mean, whatever the message was for Russ Frazier, the head coach for Leesville Road, get good shots, don't turn the basketball over, and defend. And here's a 3 out of the gate, knocked down. And DeAndre Goldson has his first points of the game. That 3 presented by the U.S. Navy, America's Navy, forged by the sea.
That's it right there. And DeAndre is the quarterback we talked about in the first half. Good look from the outside.
Smalls works on Baker, gives it up. Deflected pass, and Sperry will take it down. So they forced the turnover, and I try to get this back into single digits. Hard move, no look, bounce pass inside, and Drumgo can't finish, but deflected right back to Baker. Inspiring first minute of this third quarter for the Pride. Now can they sustain it? Oxendine working on Turner. Baker turns the corner, scoops it home. And Leesville Road, the first 5 out of intermission.
This is the intensity that the Pride was hoping for. A good job here playing strong. And Baker, we've seen him already a few times tonight with those strong takes towards the hoop.
Here's Smalls. Jones 4 points in the first half, and now playing with 3 fouls. Going up against Drumgo. Splits the double team, then lost it off his leg. Sperry forces another turnover. The pull-up, big 3 for Goldson, no. And a whistle, and we will keep it right here. This will go on Gibbons. Different looking Pride squad through the first minute and a half. And Oxendine has not really been in the middle of it. That's a very good sign for Leesville Road. He'll come to the handoff here. Now he'll fire away, but it's blocked on the perimeter by Turner. And Turner out ahead of the pack, and there he goes. Scoops in the layup. He earned it.
All Ron Turner right there, and the defensive effort, and then the fast break opportunity. Great job by him, and then pride with Oxendine coming right back.
Just lost sight of Oxendine, and a little lethargic getting back down the floor defensively. It's still a 10-point lead for Gibbons. A couple minutes have ticked off the clock here in this third quarter. Jones off the baseline, no. Sperry, good box out there against Damon Phillips. Leesville Road down by just 10 now. Drumgo, the short feed to the wing. Oh, nobody really picks up the dribbler, and Baker had the ball knocked out of bounds, hacked out of his hands by Damon Phillips. And it might have actually grazed Baker on the way down. And we have a timeout now taken by Cardinal Gibbons. And yeah, looked like that may have gone off of Gibbons, but they've ruled it Cardinal Gibbons basketball. We'll take a timeout. Life for Leesville Road, down 15 at the break. Trimmed it to 10 when we come back. A reminder coming up at the end of our game tonight, the U.S. Army Player of the Game presentation. The United States Army, be all you can be. A determined first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter by Leesville Road. And they've spread the wealth out. Got a three from Goldston. Forced a couple of turnovers. And a 15-point deficit has been trimmed by 1/3, 40-30. Gibbons basketball. Aiden Smalls left open. Sperry got there late to cover on the rotation, but Smalls unable to make them pay, and it lands on the baseline. It will belong to the Pride.
So trying to bring the ball up quick here to get a fast break look. Gibbons gets back on defense.
Still Turner getting the lion's share of defensive responsibilities against Oxendine. And how did he kind of muscle his way in? Took a hit, slowed down. And the English on the left-handed layup, and the Pride within 8.
Yeah, I mean, you look up here, and now this lead within single digits, and not for long with Cash McSweeney there. And good job getting the ball inside. We talked about those paint touches, and that's their bread and butter, going inside and playing inside out.
But really important here to recognize, hey, things are getting a little bit tight. Where did we have our most efficient success offensively first half? Is when McSweeney got a touch wherever he was on the floor. His first points of this third quarter. He is at the NC 529 free throw line and rims it in. McSweeney leads the Crusaders tonight with 12. 43-32, Cardinal Gibbons. Challenge pass, won by Goldston. And now a deflection. Phillips into the backcourt, gets the steal, and a hammer on the way up. Looks like it's going to be Baker on the foul for Leesville Road.
All right, fast break has been good for the Crusaders tonight. Another opportunity here. Thought maybe he got all ball, Baker did, but foul was called. Again, another opportunity out on the run. And Cardinal Gibbons tonight, how about the free throw books? They just continue to drive, continue to attack, and get to the line. That's been a big reason for this lead. 12
attempts versus 2 for Leesville Road. 8 points now for Phillips. So Leesville Road trailed by 15. Cut it down to 8, but now they've been a little bit sloppy the last couple of possessions. You don't want to fall back into some old habits from that first half. Oxendine got a bounce pass away. Baker. Sperry has to chase down a loose pass. Now down the lane he rumbles, recovers, and a nice finish there. He almost lost the handle, got it back as it was at the rim, almost rising. Still able to put it down.
Outstanding effort and the touch and the focus to put it in. That was a nice job by Sperry, just maneuvering.
Gibbons by 11. Aiden Smalls attacks, uses the left, can't spin it home. Drumgo on the board. Baker brings it ahead. Did he carry the basketball? He did. Nearly lost it on the initial breakaway. It looked like it got dribbled off of his ankle, but was able to recover. Timing was a little bit upset and carried the basketball. Turnover to Leesville Road. Inside 4 minutes for the third quarter. Gibbons by 11. Smalls has his pass deflected on the perimeter. Pride on the run on Oxendine.
Yeah, another turnover, and that's how they're going to come back. Arnav Shah, great job there on the deflection, getting the turnover, and quickly looks up to Oxendine as he straight toward the hoop.
Here's McSweeney on the block, got around the initial defender. Rebound taken down by Drumgo, and we get a foul. No, a travel instead. Turnover right back to Gibbons.
There, Sweeney goes up for it, and just the battle for the ball. And
travel or a reach right there. Out of the corner, missing a three. Battle for the board. Here's Baker down the floor. Attacks, runs through defender. They wave it off, and the basket counts. And Leesville Road within 7. Close as they have been since early in the second quarter. Smalls, hard attack. And he'll head to the foul line, and a hard fall by Aiden Smalls. Taking a moment before getting to his feet.
Look at the intensity and just the power of Smalls. And contact, falls off bounds. Good to see him get up, but he is such a tough player. Lays it all on the line for his team.
Oxendine has taken a couple of hard fouls against Aiden Smalls. Clean fouls. But wanting to make sure that Smalls, if he earns points, does it from 15 feet away.
You know, and when you watch these players out on the floor, you can see their competitive streak, Patrick, also the level and the effort that they play with. And it's a credit to these kids, but how well coached each team is, because these guys, this is a battle out on the floor, laying it all on the line.
There's Jones to grab the offensive rebound off of the miss. It'll go the other way. Smalls made 1 of 2. Pride basketball trailing by 8. Couple of ticks beneath, 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. I'll tell you, this will get a whole lot tighter if the Pride get a bucket here.
Well, for the Pride, you've got to recognize, hey, this is an opportunity for us to really turn it on. 8 points, we need a bucket.
Oxendine got around one defender. There's the kick out. The extra pass blocked away. Turner the steal. Can he control the basketball? Lost it to his teammate Jones. That's a tough shot. Corkscrewing one home from 12. That's Trey Jones.
A heck of a job from Turner with the turnover. Then the hustle to find Jones.
And we get either a kick or a foul. They're going to call a foul on Ronnie Turner.
This shot, we'll see here. Ball goes up, Turner. Ron Turner is such an elite defender, and then keeps the ball alive. How about that shot? I mean, so difficult from Jones.
That would eliminate a lot of people in the game of horse. You give two cracks of that on E, game over. 48-38 Gibbons. Oxendine takes the screen, drifts to the middle. Gives it up to Baker. And there's no help near the rim. And Baker, 6 points in this quarter, 10 for the game, and the Pride back to within 8.
Baker just forced his way into the paint.
Oh, nice little give and go action here. And Aiden Smalls gets the roll and the foul.
Smalls with the touch to play through the contact. Ball goes inside, give and go, beautiful look. There he is, watches it as it falls in for the and one.
Cap 6 has 2 more years to contend with that combination. McSweeney and Smalls.
That's amazing.
3-point play leads to 11 for Gibbons. Baker traveled. Pass was high, a little behind him. He couldn't corral it cleanly. And an untimely turnover for Leesville Road.
And for Cardinal Gibbons now. All right, 1:54 left in the third. We've seen this lead go down to 8 points. It's at 11 now with the ball. Let's stretch this out. Let's get a good possession here. Continue to do what we've shown is the ability to attack and create that double team drive and dish.
Tonight's High School Hoops is presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Schedule your $59 tune-up at yourairexperts.com. And that bucket will count, plus a foul. And McSweeney extends the lead for Gibbons as the foul charge against Gross.
Getting the ball inside. Brandon gets to McSweeney, and there's the battle for position. McSweeney had baseline, just continues to fight, and really just creates the contact going into the body.
3-point play for McSweeney on the heels of the 3-point play by Smalls. So more breathing room for Gibbons, up by 14. Off the ball, foul on Gibbons. First on Wyan. Gibbons 8-5, demolished Enlow midweek by 38 points. That three short, good hustle there by Goldson. Saves as he leaps right into his Gatorade jugs, but it's in the hands of Cardinal Gibbons. Deflected pass went up, caught the side of the rim, and now if that pass is run down by Goldson, could have had two, but the pass led him too far. Oxendine got two defenders in the air, splits them, stays low, and then stumbles down and draws the foul. This game beginning to start to get a little bit out of control.
Playing so fast. Here's the contact. I'll tell you, each side, these are deep rosters. Both coaches have gone with confidence to the reserves, and 10, 11 guys have played tonight.
Oxendine covered by Brandon this time, shoots right over him and knocks it down. 20 points now for Oxendine. U.S. Navy three-pointer. United States Navy forged by the sea. Gibbons back up by 11. Reversal, yes! Oh, and the oohs and ahs emanate from the crowd on the finish by Trey Jones.
Each side just goes back and forth, and the thought that comes to my mind is, what a talented group on the floor. Wow.
Smalls the strip. Look out here. Easy left-handed layup, and Gibbons, all of a sudden, despite all the efforts from Leesville Road, have regained that halftime lead of 15 points.
Well, I mean, we're seeing guys that are going to have futures at the next level perform tonight.
Oh, Oxendine is one of them.
Wow.
There's 11 points in the quarter, 22 in the game. 58-45, 10 seconds left. Smalls kills it. Into the corner, ball fake, stepping in, Brandon, no. 2 seconds left. Smalls to the hole, that's going to count. That is going to count at the horn. Impeccable ability to know how much time you have left. And Cardinal Gibbons at the end of three grows back its halftime lead. Gibbons up by 15. 8 minutes to go on our West Shore home high school hoops basketball game of the week from Cardinal Gibbons. Fourth quarter about to get underway. 60-45, Cardinal Gibbons on top of Leesville Road. Patrick Keenis and Jay Sonhalter. There's Russ Frazier, who's Leesville Road pride. Did a lot of heavy lifting that third quarter. Jay carved down a 15-point spread to as little as 7. But then the final couple of minutes, very kind once again to Brent Nolan and the Crusaders. Aiden Smalls, Trey Jones kind of led the way, and the lead back to 15. You spent a lot of energy in that third quarter to try and get back into it. 8 minutes later, you look up, you feel like you should be a lot closer than you are if you're Leesville Road.
And Gibbons now spreading the floor. We'll see if they use some clock here to shorten the game.
Smalls challenged by Oxendine, hops through, hands off to McSweeney.
And there's the chemistry between those two, the driving, dishing, and they just kind of know where each other's going to be at all times.
And Baker kind of dribbled right into a double team. Smalls the takeaway. Lobs it to the rim, and there is Trey Jones right in the elevator for the easy drop in. Two beautiful assists by Smalls to begin this fourth quarter.
And they just have the ability to break down the defense and get different looks. And for Cardinal Gibbons, whether it's on the run, half court, whatever it is, steals, do it all.
There's Ronnie Turner again. We've seen that about 4 times in this game. And 6 quick ones by Gibbons to begin this fourth quarter. At a stoppage in play. I don't know if this is a timeout or simply to address DeAndre Goldston, who was hobbling to the bench for Leesville Road. The previous offense possession, he was kind of over flexing his knees, both of them, when he had the ball in his hands, and whatever it is, it's kind of flared up on him. And a wise move by Russ Frazier to take the Leesville Road starting quarterback out of the game to have himself checked out. Biggest lead of the night for Gibbons. They're up 21 for the first time. Oxendine around a Sperry screen. Double team harasses him. Sperry thought about a three. Keeps the dribble alive for the moment. Oxendine attacking 4 different defenders. There's the kick out to Baker. Oh, man. Oxendine created that. Timeout Leesville Road. He went at 80% of the defense, drew them all, and then hit his teammate Baker for a 3. Timeout, early stages 4th quarter. Gibbons in control, leading by 18. Leesville Road down by 18 points to Gibbons. 6:28 left in the 4th quarter. Patrick Enos, Jay Sonhaltzer with you. Good crowd still with us tonight.
Is that part of Bill's Mafia?
I guess he's not getting the $20 an hour to shovel the stadium again.
He may be going straight from this game up to the tailgate.
I mean, if that gentleman is shoveling the snow, he's wearing that short sleeve shirt, right?
It's going to be a good game Sunday.
66-48. Gibbons ball with the lead. Losing the dribble, but right into the hands of Turner. Open 3. Knocked down. Damon Phillips with his 3rd 3 of the night. That one brought to you by the U.S. Navy. America's Navy, forged by the sea. Gibbons shooting over 50% from 3-point range in this one. Maybe a little push off there by Goldston, and wave off the bucket for interference. I think that was going in anyway. Drumgo wanted a piece of it. Is this going down here, Jay?
Let's see. Ball's up.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like it was going in. Tough break.
Shot blocked away by Turner. And here comes Leesville Road, trailing by 21. Oxendine triangulated down low. And the ball squirts to Turner. Quick release. There's McSweeney ahead of everybody. Misses the 2-hand jam. No foul. Loose ball to Phillips. And back to McSweeney. He'll try again. Barreling his way in. Lays it in. Never say die effort by Cash McSweeney. Denied the 2-hand jam, but still gets the bucket about 10 seconds later.
For a big man, 6'8", really good feet. He's aggressive and he hustles.
I don't know when his growth spurt was, but you can tell he handled the basketball a lot several years ago before he became 6'8".
He's coming into his own. His recruitment continuing to just progress, and a lot of schools tracking him. He's a highly regarded player.
I mean, you can just tell by his comfort on the perimeter, his shot from the outside, the rotation, his ball handling.
It just amazes me when you look at all these guys, but how versatile they are. I mean, these guys can shoot it, play defense, handle the ball. I mean, you've got to be a well-dimensional player now. It's so much different from maybe basketball 15, 20 years ago, where you kind of had post guy and then guards. Now everybody is kind of interchangeable because they're so talented.
A couple of misses from the NC 529 foul line by Baker. Gibbons basketball. Smalls again is knifing right through. Bucket went in, but I believe an offensive foul. Wave off the bucket. Yeah, for being on the rim right there, McSweeney. So both teams have cost themselves a bucket over the last minute or so. Turner up the floor. Phillips weaving. Jumps it to the corner. Hard move, and the easy layup by Trey Jones. That first step was lightning.
Unselfish play, and they've really shown tonight making the extra pass and finding the right guy. They're staying patient on the offensive end.
Gibbons by 25. 73-48. Only 3 points in this last quarter for the Pride. Sperry knocked off the basketball, but a reach in on Ronnie Turner. Who was a presence on this basketball team, but also presence off of the basketball court, right? Social media.
Oh, yeah, Ron Turner, we highlighted him throughout the week along with Hayes Oxendine as a star to watch, and he's really showing it tonight.
Trey Jones saves to a leaping Smalls, and I believe we have a foul before a tie-up. Foul goes against Baker.
Going back to Turner, just a guy that's so well respected in his program, doing it all on the offense and defensive end, and we've seen him just create havoc with his steals tonight and getting open looks for his teammates.
Phillips. Oh, a little cut there, and a two-hand flush by Trey Jones. Off the feed from Phillips.
Movement without the basketball. Phillips doesn't like it. Excuse me. Phillips with the pass. Jones, beautiful cut. And there's the call with hanging on the rim, but I don't know about that.
I mean, he did maybe a little chin up right there.
He could celebrate.
Free throw missed by Colin Henderson.
Excellent job moving without the ball, and Phillips finding him going towards the hoop.
75-48, Cardinal Gibbons. And two misses from the line by Colin Henderson. That's probably it for McSweeney. He leaves the floor. Replaced by Brendan Downs, number 34. Aiden Smalls heads to the sideline as well. He'll be done. Smalls unofficially with 20 points, all within the first 3 quarters. McSweeney 17. Jones still on the floor with 14. So an opportunity for Brett Nolan to get his backbenchers a little bit of playing time over the final 4 minutes of this conference game. This is Downs. Bryce Fitzsimmons, number 10, feeds to the inside and a travel. Bryson DeBose, sophomore on the inside, called for the violation. Leesville Road from here will take on Athens Drive and Rollsville next week. They will see Cardinal Gibbons in their third to last game of the regular season. Fitzsimmons up the floor. Jones knifing through it for the tomahawk, left a little shorts. Inside 3.5 to go. Cardinal Gibbons, meanwhile, Broughton is next up, then Athens Drive. Broughton and Sanderson entering play tonight as the other two unbeaten teams within the Cap 6 after the opening game. And a stoppage in play, only for a substitution. Get a couple more subs on the floor for Brent Nolan.
What a job by Brent Nolan and his staff. Jack Burgess, Adam Hall.
And Brent Nolan's doing this on about 4 hours of sleep a night. He has a 3-month-old to go along with a 2.5-year-old.
His wife Melissa at home watching, and it's just amazing, this Gibbons team, the development, and on the floor, off the floor, these kids, what they've done this season. Brent Nolan, he's the leader of this program, and what a job they've done tonight and throughout the season.
.250 left in regulation, 75-48 Gibbons. DuBose, one-on-one move. Deflected pass to the corner, tracked down by Fitzsimmons. They dump it to the left block. The kick out to Fitzsimmons, off the mark. Offensive rebound. And Ryan Brannon to the free throw line for Cardinal Gibbons. Foul on Jackson Peters of the Pride. Yeah, Brent Nolan also is an instructor of an entrepreneur in business class. And he moved out here from Southern California when he was very young. went to East Carolina after spending his final 3 years of his high school career here at Gibbons, but then helped to found a couple of startups, sold those off, became an entrepreneur and business instructor here back at his alma mater, still does that now, and has 2 of his current basketball players in his class right now, and a third was in it last year, Jacob Wyan. And you just get the sense talking with Brett that he loves being a mentor and a role model for these athletes for their future, but I think he loves more of these. He's setting them up for a business success in life with his knowledge. And thrilled that he has students interested in that.
He truly cares about his players and loves this team, and one of the best coaches in the state.
We'll stay with Gibbons, 2:27 to play.
And for this Gibbons team as well as Leesville. All right, so tonight, round 1 is going to go to Gibbons. Still a long way to go in the Cap 6 race. It'll be interesting watching both teams progress throughout the rest of this season.
You got to keep in mind, I mean, Leesville Road entered 4-8, but of all 8 of their losses, 10 points or less. They're not used to being in a game in a situation like this. And for Russ Frazier, his team came out a little flat in the second quarter, but the start of the third looked like the team he's been used to seeing over the course of the year, but maybe ran out of gas, a couple of turnovers late in the third quarter, and they looked up and they hadn't made any headway on that lead despite playing much better in that third quarter.
And Russ Frazier, these close games that they've played throughout this season, he's really hoping it pays off later on in the year. And this is a young group. A lot of guys are on the JV team last year moving up to varsity. He loves his team as well. He knows they're going to be playing their best basketball at the end of the year.
1:58 left. Brendan Downs, this is a 3, got it all net for the 6'6" senior Brendan Downs. Quickly the other way, there's a block on a 3-point attempt. It'll stay with Leesville Road. And how about that cheerleading by the Cardinal Gibbons bench on that 3 knocked down by Downs?
Downs is a shooter, 6'6". Yep. Look from the outside.
3 out of the corner, off the front of the rim, and a foul on Cardinal Gibbons Downs. And basically for all of the guys on the floor for both the Pride and the Crusaders, these are guys who are scout team players. They set up the other team's style of plays. The starters kind of prep for these games, so they effort just as much. They don't get a whole lot of playing time except now, and it's good to see the stars on each of these teams root on everybody else who's on the floor now in a blowout game of the fourth quarter. Nice finish there by Devin Goldston, his first points.
Yeah, and, for the Pride, all right, learning opportunity. You go back, watch the film, and make sure you take steps forward from this game. But there are a lot of bright spots from this game going against a talented Crusaders group.
3-pointer missed by Wine. Brandon the rebound. Back out it comes to DeBose. Lost the handle, harassed from behind, and a takeaway by Goldston. Minute left. Goldston get a little fancy with the dribble. Off of his leg right to his teammate. Rush misses a 3. And Gibbons will bring it up. We'll see if they attempt a shot or trying to run it out here with the final 45 seconds.
Just spacing the floor.
Down the lane, hard move. DeBose gets it right back and drops it in. Bryson DeBose, a 6'3" sophomore, backpedals after his first bucket. So Gibbons by 30. The biggest offensive night of the year for Cardinal Gibbons. 10 seconds left. Glance at the clock. And Wyan will dribble it out. And Cardinal Gibbons, the defending regular season Cap 6 champs, off to a 2-0 conference start. 30-point win over Leesville Road, 80-50.
Cardinal Gibbons tonight doing it on the offense and defensive end. Outstanding effort, and they shot the ball so well from the perimeter. And hard-earned victory for Leesville Road. They'll learn from this tough battle in conference play, but this is a young group that's continuing to get better. And for Gibbons here, what potential they have this season, Patrick.
Cardinal Gibbons' 9th win of the year, 2-0 in league play, 4 in double figures. Smalls with 20, McSweeney with 17. And Cardinal Gibbons dominates the Pride. 80-50 the final trophy presentation to Cardinal Gibbons when Jay and I return. Cardinal Gibbons moves to 2-0 in the Cap 6. 30-point home win here in Raleigh over Leesville Road. Patrick Keenis with you here. Jay Sohnhalter is now on the court with the head coach of the Crusaders, Brent Nolan, and a happy bunch for Cardinal Gibbons.
All right, we've got some trophies to present to the Crusaders on a big victory tonight. And first, to present the U.S. Army Player of the Game, we have Raymond Johnson and Charles R. Wood to present the game ball to Aiden Smalls.
Hey, let's go.
Congratulations, Aiden, on a great game. And now, Coach Brent Nolan, your team tonight came out, played such a high defensive effort, and then shot the ball from the outside. Where does that intensity come from?
Well, first of all, have y'all seen Jack Reacher? We got him right here. Hey, these guys love to play on both sides of the ball. They play with energy. They're just learning to win. And guys like this leading the charge with that kind of energy, gives everybody a chance.
And getting this victory tonight, this is a rivalry game against Leesville Road. What does it mean as far as this Cap 6 battle and conference standings?
Huge. Every single win is multiplied by like 5 once we hit the conference. And Leesville's got an unbelievable program with a great tradition. They're well coached. They got great players. This win is multiplied by, as much as you possibly can, and it's worth a lot.
And Coach, I know you love this team. What makes these players so special to you?
I don't know. You watch the game. They're a pretty fun crew to watch, right? Hey, proud of you guys. Let's clap it up, man. Crazy proud of you guys, man. Good work.
And Coach, we were so impressed with just your effort tonight and how talented this group is. What's the potential of this year's team?
Our eyes are on a state championship. We can't win that tonight. We got to win our conference regular season championship. So, for us, every single time we line up on a Tuesday or Friday for a Cap 6 game, that's our state championship until we get there.
Well, the state championship's down the road. We look forward to watching you throughout the season, but it starts with the High School Hoops Trophy. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, here you go, big fella.
Crusaders now 9-5, and it is a small step toward the postseason. Will begin a little more than a month from now. So Cardinal Gibbons an 80-50 win over Leesville Road. And we would all like to take a minute to thank the wonderful folks at West Shore Home who make these games possible for all of you watching tonight. We would also like to thank our other great supporters for their contributions to high school hoops right here on WRDC Sports. They are Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, NC 529, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Navy, and Tatum and Atkinson. And we also like to thank tonight's participating high schools and their administrators for their continued support. Leesville Road and Cardinal Gibbons. So that's it from the Oak City. Cardinal Gibbons an 80-50 win over Leesville Road. For Jay Sohnhalter and our entire crew, reminding you next week, Green Level and Apex. We'll have that for you next Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night from Cardinal Gibbons.
Ever since my boots first hit these streets, had to scratch and claw, made me hard to beat. They were real early mornings and late nights.